My eyes fluttered open to a new world and an old notification. Dead yet? If not, get over here and apologize. If Spencer forgives you, I'll consider not dumping you. I mentally grabbed the system by its digital collar and demanded an explanation. Right, so the original owner of this body completed the 100 tasks for the female lead and has returned to his own world to save his lover. Then I brought you in. I clutched my head, a silent scream echoing in my mind. I asked you to find me a world with women, not a world with a toxic nightmare. Calm down. I never said you had to stay with her. This place is full of beautiful women. Besides, the last guy left behind an 8-figure bank account, completely untouched. I brought you here to live a little or a lot, tens of millions. Suddenly, I was feeling much better. My phone buzzed again, a new text from the same number. You have 30 minutes, get to this suite. And you'd better mean the apology, don't be stubborn. My fingers flew across the screen. Previous owner of this number is deceased. This is his ghost. You've been blocked. Boo, you're dead. So a ghost is texting me back. Don't play these childish games, Leo. You know my patience is thin. TSK, technically, if the system hadn't pulled me in the second the original soul left, this body would be dead. I wasn't even lying, but whatever. I'd seen this script 1,000 times. The 100 tasks she'd set were undoubtedly a parade of humiliations. At best, it was kneeling in the rain at midnight. At worst, it was donating a kidney on a whim. Classic martyr complex fiction. The system's taste was truly depraved. The thought of dealing with a woman like that turned my stomach, and why should I? I was rich now. Tens of millions. System, buddy, pal, check my accounts. What are we talking? Exactly 1 SEC 80 million. What's with that look? You're going to spend it right now. I nearly launched the pillow into the ceiling. Spend it, of course. I'm gonna spend it. Money you don't spend is just paper. Find me the biggest, most decadent, over-the-top luxury club in the city. I want the one with the highest quality models. I'm ordering 8 at once. I'd been poor my entire last life. It was finally my turn to be the guy who buys the bar. I showered and styled myself into a vision of cool intensity, choosing a wickedly handsome dark red silk shirt. I did a few turns in front of the full-length mirror. The body was fantastic. Broad shoulders, long legs, just like my original. Satisfied, as I was about to head out, my phone rang, an unsaved number. I answered it. Leo, it's been half an hour. Where are you? Don't think you can do whatever you want just because you're my boyfriend. When you do something wrong, you apologize. Have you forgotten how to be a decent human being? The disdain and impatience in her voice were so thick you could cut them with a knife. Ah, so this was the toxic ex. What a drag. But my mood was too good to be ruined. I could afford to be generous with an explanation. Listen, lady, your boyfriend checked out permanently. I'm just the ghost possessing his body. So no, I won't be coming. As of this moment, you and this body have zero connection. Lose my number. Bye. I hung up, blocked the number, and ran a hand through my hair. I slipped on my leather shoes. Let's roll to the Platinum Club. When I told the manager I wanted his most extravagant VIP suite and his most expensive hostesses, the man's smile nearly split his face. He personally escorted me, promising to bring his top talent over shortly. I was grinning just as wide-eyed. Never experienced this kind of luxury before, but before we even reached the suite, a voice cut through the plush hallway. Well, look who it is. Leo, a man I didn't recognize, swaggered toward me. I thought you had some backbone. All that talk about not coming, and here you are, crawling back with your tail between your legs. He cupped his hands around his mouth and yelled towards a nearby suite. Meredith, your man's here. I gave the guy a once-over, dressed well enough, but he had the forgettable face of a background character. A moment later, a whole entourage spilled out of the adjacent suite. One of them started clapping. I won. See, I told you. He's trained like Meredith's little puppy. He might throw a little tantrum, but in the end, he always comes when he's called. He held out his hand to another man. 10 grand, pay up, the other guy sighed, pulling out his phone to make the transfer with a sour look. A man and a woman emerged from the center of the group. Judging by their looks and the way the others parted for them, they were the main event. The woman's face was a mask of derision. So you decided to show up. I was actually starting to believe you were dead. I took in the scene